So I was on Twitter today and I saw people talking about MrBeast and TSeries, and I wanted to talk about it as someone who is pretty passionate for their hatred of large corporations and as someone who also loves YouTube and YouTubers. It's a pretty relevant subject, I think, for anyone on the platform, and something that I think that most people should probably care about, because it's definitely a discussion to be had about these large corporations versus actual independent creators. As we all know, MrBeast is one of the biggest channels on YouTube, and he is the largest independent creator on the platform. The channel in the number one spot, as most of us probably know, is TSeries. TSeries is a corporation from India that posts just loads and loads of music videos, and personally I think that they have as many subscribers as they do because India literally has so many people in it, and I'm sure most of them want to watch Indian music videos because that's probably what they listen to. As of right now, TSeries and MrBeast have a sub gap at around 11 million, which is still a pretty significant gap. So I was like kind of confused on why everyone was talking about it. But then I saw the little number that TSeries posted the other day, which kind of explains why everyone's talking about it. Apparently those at TSeries did see an 11 million gap as a threat, so they randomly dropped a call to action to farm some more subscribers to, I guess, enlarge the gap more. The video starts with a quote from the founder's son. The founder was actually murdered. That's why it's his son. He basically just states his goal of remaining YouTube's most subscribed to channel. And I thought that was kind of interesting for them to blatantly admit that they care as a large corporation about being like the most subscribed channel on YouTube. I just feel like that's not something that corporations would usually want to say, because it kind of comes off as like unprofessional and kind of desperate, because it's like not like frickin' Disney is like, we need to be the most subscribed to channel. Like, if they said that, it'd be so weird. Especially considering that they're like already at the top and, in my opinion, pretty ahead. It just like is weird for them to like pick a Subwar. I'm guessing they're considering how well the last Subwar went for them. Obviously, everybody remembers the last Subwar they were in with PewDiePie. The two went back and forth for a while at who's the most subscribed, but they eventually permanently surpassed him. They clearly benefited immensely from that, and they did eventually claim the number one spot, which was actually really lame because no one wants to see a large corporation as the face of YouTube. Pretty much anyone would rather see average Joe turned internet celebrity as number one, just because like originally that was like what YouTube was all about, was just like normal people uploading videos so that other people could see them. It wasn't like supposed to be a platform for like giant corporations to promote their stuff. Large corporations like that also kind of tend to bot their subscribers, and apparently if your location was already set to India, you would be automatically subscribed to TSeries, which is kind of fraudulent or not, they did claim YouTube's number one spot, and they've been there for like 5 years now, I think. I don't know if they've ever like been overtaken, but I don't think they have. But since 2019, a new entity has entered the YouTube Megatron, and we all know him as MrBeast. MrBeast took YouTube by storm, and I'm pretty sure he's still getting like 100 million views per upload, which is actually crazy because I don't think PewDiePie was doing anywhere near those numbers even at his peak. So when it comes to like a Subwar, MrBeast is like a whole different beast when it comes to like potential to surpass them, which is probably why they're so freaked out and are like, guys, subscribe so MrBeast can't pass us. Like, what I found especially strange is like the whole video kind of implied that unless they stay in the number one spot, their like channel is gonna die or something, which literally is not the case at all. If MrBeast passed them, they're still gonna have the same audience. They're probably still gonna have the same engagement as long as their content stays the same and consistent. It's not like just their Billboard number is gonna like drop their views. Like, no one cares. Like, MrBeast does not have the same audience as TSeries at all. Like, he really does not pose any threat to them whatsoever. Especially since there's no like personality attached to the channel. It really does not matter at all if they're in number one. When it comes to an independent creator, it's a little bit different. Like, in the case with PewDiePie, part of his brand was the fact that he was like the most famous YouTuber, and this dude, like the first internet celebrity. Like, it was like a big deal. So him not being in number one anymore does kind of threaten his brand a little bit. But I don't think Felix actually ever genuinely cared. I think it was all just like a big joke to him in typical PewDiePie fashion. He was also able to farm like endless content and exposure out of it. So it like was really a win for him until some crazy R9K lurker decided to be a freaking psychopath in the name of PewDiePie. But yeah, anyways, I just want to talk about it because I think we're witnessing the beginning of another Subwar. And I feel like PewDiePie passed MrBeast the torch a long time ago. And I think that MrBeast probably has a little bit of a better chance than PewDiePie ever did to beat a large corporation, because I feel like MrBeast, like, is almost a corporation within himself. Like, obviously not the same way that TSeries and shit is. He, like MrBeast did, like, genuinely, like, build himself up. Me personally, I just kind of disregard, like, the large corporation channels and their sub counts, because it's, like, really not YouTube to me. It's more just, like, TV. One can't be the most subscribed to on YouTube if there's no YouTuber. Like, then it's just, like, a network. And it's much easier to gain an audience as like a primary network that people look to like often than it is to gain an audience as like a random person. But yeah, main take is I just really don't understand why they care so much. It's really strange to me. They literally, it's like not even like a YouTuber. Like, it's like a big company. They are not at all like affected by like where they place on YouTube's billboards, as long as they're like getting their views and their money. Like, that's all like it serves its purpose for, you know? But yeah, sorry if this video was really short and kind of thrown together. I just really wanted to talk about this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. You can follow me on Instagram if you want, rose.adamucci. Yeah, and if you like this video, you could give it a thumbs up if you want. I appreciate it. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.